Hey folks, installment 4 of the 2012 Election Afterthoughts. So you won. Now what? Now this is directed both at the elected representatives and the supporters. First point, you've won. Don't gloat. No one likes a poor winner. You're going to rub salt in the wounds of people who are trying to recover from the fact that they thought they were going to win. They were right there, their hopes and dreams, and now they've lost. Don't gloat. It doesn't look good. Number 2, remember that you represent us all. For those in Congress, the President, State House, you represent more than just your supporters. Yes, your supporters put you into office, but your job, you're swearing to uphold the Constitution of the state of South Carolina or of the United States. Your job is to do what's best for all of us. Sometimes that gets lost when there's political agendas, there's ideology that needs to be followed. And I urge our representatives to remember they represent us all, those who voted for you and those that voted against you. And for the supporters, remember, that's what your representative is supposed to do. From the president on down, their job is to represent everybody in the districts that they represent. So don't be upset with your representative or with the president if they do things that affect everybody and don't give you every single thing you think they should. And finally, do your job. You weren't elected to promote a particular point of view. You weren't elected to argue politics. You weren't elected to score political points. You were elected to either lead or legislate or both. So when you go to Columbia, let's do some things. Let's get ethics reform done. Let's correct what happened with the Department of Revenue and beef up the security for the citizens of this state. Let's continue to add more jobs. Let's look at the tax code. Let's look at regulations. Not necessarily to get rid of them all, but to do something. Let's find what's best to make South Carolina better. And on the national level, let's address indefinite detention in the National Defense Authorization Act. Let's address this huge financial disaster that could happen because some of you who were still there before and some of the new ones, you guys didn't do your job because you're playing politics. Well, now the rubber hits the road. We need these things fixed. We need them fixed now. So don't play politics. Fix the financial crisis so that the military doesn't get an enormous cut that should never happen in this way. So that taxes aren't raised through the roof for everybody. So that entitlements don't get completely wiped out. Do your job. And for the supporters, write a congratulatory note to those folks you're happy that won. But make sure you include in it, these are the things we need to get done. And for those of you who lost, well, we'll get to you in the next segment. So you've won. Don't gloat. Remember you represent us all and do your job. All right, that's it for segment 4 on 2012 Election Afterthoughts. This is Eric Wood from Another Voice with Jason and Eric, brought to you by Fowler's Pharmacy, Greenville's neighborhood pharmacy at 1908 Lawrence Road. You can tune in Mondays 1 to 2 p.m. to hear us on Spin FM 103.3, or you can go to canIgetAwordin.com, follow our website there, or subscribe to our iTunes podcast channel, Another Voice with Jason and Eric. Have a good evening.